Well, folks, as Bugs Bunny would say, ain't I a stinker? What is up, everybody? This is Jay, aka MultimediaJay, and though I'm a little tired after this long day I've had with the stream earlier on YouTube as well, which YouTube owned me on a couple of things, by the way, I found out that Super Thanks is still in beta. It just went from closed beta to open beta. I'm gonna have to get that straight when I get back over to YouTube. But, I may be tired and a little exhausted, but I'm not totally nuts. Resubbed to WoW while everyone's mad at Blizzard. Those of you folks who know what's going on with Blizzard right now, there's a lawsuit in the state of California because of the way they've treated their people. And that's the unfortunate reality of large corporations. Sometimes, and even celebrities and whatnot, sometimes you have to learn to understand that everybody is going to have their flaws and things wrong with them. And some are going to be worse than others. And sometimes people are going to complicate the living daylights out of things and make a love-hate relationship out of something that otherwise could have been good for you. At some point, you have to distinguish between the person and the thing. It was the same way with people that liked Michael Jackson's music back in the day, but hated what he was accused of. And I imagine gaming is going to have this. So, look, it's a big company we're talking about. These are going to be people who are going to, once all this settles, once all this gets sorted out, shareholders are probably going to say something. There'll probably be at least one high-profile resignation. That's my prediction anyways, if not more. But fundamentally, these kinds of things do lead to some churn when it comes to who's behind the games you like. Because the only other option is to take a hit to your... The only other option is for your damaged reputation in terms of your ability to attract and retain talent to cause your products and services take a hit because of your reputation. Can't get good people, can't make good stuff. Blizzard has a lot of things to figure out. But in the meantime, I'm going to satisfy my curiosities about World of Warcraft while everybody's mad. I've traditionally known World of Warcraft to be a very edgy game in terms of its player base. There's always been people that have been, antagonistic, starting drama, being immature, etc. And with all the uproar that's on Twitter right now, there's not a doubt in my mind that some people have probably stormed away from everything Blizzard related, and WoW is a pretty quiet place right now. Let's check it out. Let's check out Retail, let's check out Classic, and let's check out Burning Crusade Classic. Let's actually focus very specifically on how quiet WoW is. It is the off hours, so we'll give all of our sessions some time. We'll give all of our sessions some time to get some Cross-Realm Zones players zoned in. I was testing this earlier today, and I noticed that even in the Classic clients, they're doing this. Well, that's what happens when your game gets too small, and you gotta start, meshing worlds together like, more modern MMOs do. Anyways, WoW, I haven't played this game on a regular basis since February, so I've been out of the game for quite some time. Let's begin with Retail. Make sure our volumes are correct as well going into this. I don't think I've run WoW on this. Well, I did crank the graphics to try and make it look somewhat okay, but I've just noticed that this cartoony style to WoW is... ESO has blown it away. So I took Smita through the Maw into the Shadowlands content. Just look at the jaggies on this artwork. It's just like, what? I took Smita into the Maw so she could get to Oribos, the main hub in Shadowlands, so I wouldn't have a situation where Stormwind looked empty because Oribos is the new Shatrath or something. Everybody's in the expansion city. So let's see what we got here. Goodmane is not even in Shadowlands stuff yet. I have him locked at level 50 to play through Battle for Azeroth, because I never played through BFA. Where can we use our mounts in here? Oh, there's somebody on a mount. And this is with the anti-aliasing cranked all... What kind of frame rate am I getting here? Oh, no. The mount has gotten jerkier since the last time I played. Let's do a test. Oh, there's a player. There's a... You know what? Enemy nameplates on off. Let's turn on the all name. No. How do we turn on the player nameplates? Enemy. Nope. Guess who doesn't remember any of the Bastion. Guess who doesn't remember any of the controls here? Key bindings. Can I turn on just the player nameplates? Oh man. Targeting. Da 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 da. Miscellaneous. Da 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 da. Interface panel. Add a. I have any idea what I'm doing here? No, of course not. I don't play this game. I had to remember that there was a special portal room in Stormwind just to get back here. And the other thing I'm looking at, it's underneath my picture in the stream, is the chat. So I don't think we need a DPS meter for anything. See if there is any chat. Right now there is no chat. People are just doing their thing, but nobody is saying anything. Not in trade chat, not in looking for group chat, not in anything. So, see, all nameplates are turned on. Let's see. Everybody who's blue, yeah, so I got the you know, the names turned off, so I'm not showered with names. Everybody who's blue is Alliance, and I think Horde is orange for plates, but the people that aren't standing in place, I'm guessing. That's relatively empty. Ouroboros. Of course, Ouroboros is... Hey, is there another level to this place? Shield of the Arbiter. That's pretty empty, Ouroboros. This is WoW retail. I would run Census Plus or something like that. I would run Census Plus on this, but I think Census Plus was broken at some point. Let's see. Yay! Too bad that doesn't speed her up any. Should have gotten a Ret Paladin for the speed boost, or a Rogue to use Sprint or something, or Feral Druid. Okay, there's another player. So there are Horde too. So basically anybody running at full speed on a mount. There's another one. So yeah, there's players, but nobody is saying anything. Yeah. After a certain amount of time, I forgot how much, cross-realm zones will start bringing players in if a zone is too empty. So I'm going to give Blizzard's tech some time to convince me that WoW isn't some country bumpkin nearly empty game right now. Hey, what dungeons can I queue for, by the way? Shadowlands. Can I go back to BFA for it? No, only for Shadowlands. So, I don't know anything about the dungeons in Shadowlands. So, yeah. Well, I did just come from a bad Final Fantasy group where the DPS wouldn't let the tank, then the tank quit after one wipe after it got busted by a tank buster. This is pretty empty. Alright. Well, she's in Ouroboros to kind of keep an eye on the Shadowlands side of things. I don't know if there's another hangout spot here, but let's go to Stormwind to change characters. Who's in Stormwind? Goodmane is in Storm Song Valley, but we can switch to Hawkford in Stormwind City and bring back my Moonkin. We're going to give it some time and see if... Let's just give it some time, activate Flight Form or something, and let's see how empty Stormwind is. Give it some time for cross-realm zones to try and compensate for everything. Hey, there's the Moonkin. Hawkford. Let's head over to the Trade District. Maybe by the time I get there, CRZ will be adding some players in here. Let's see, how big is... Just double check. Yeah, I am kind of going off the edge there. Let's change that. I want a square chat window. And let's just double check and make sure I'm in all the right channels. Yep, including looking for group. Was anybody going to say anything in chat? Because chat was dead in Ouroboros. Is that a player? Nope, that's a Stormwind Griffin Rider. So yeah, I mean, I don't really play this game. So I really have no bearing on any of that stuff that's going on over with Blizzard. It's not the end of the world for me because I play ESO. Even Final Fantasy. I mean, I mostly want to catch up in the main story quest, but Final Fantasy... Oh, look, one person. Oh, that's a cross-realm person, too. One person in the Trade District in Stormwind. No, that's a PvP guy. Oh, look at this. A couple of people here and there. It takes a while for the system to try and balance everything out, but how about the Stormwind Auction House? Oh, man. Level 60 Priest. These are all folks coming in from other servers. How about the bank? We could go to Orgrimmar, too. Switch off to Garrosh, and then just take a look there. Of course, I have all Blood Elves over there. Never really did much with Horde except PvP. One person in the bank. The thing that bothers me the most, though, is nobody is saying anything in the chat. Chat is completely silent. Nothing. Looking at the chat window for this game. No banter in the trade chat. No banter in the... No banter in the... No banter in the trade chat. No banter in looking for group. People aren't even arguing politics or anything. They're just playing the game. Now, if you wanted a chill event, you've got one, baby. Whoa. All right, that's that druid from earlier. How about Goldshire? I mean, the #1 alliance dueling place in the entire game. If they weren't in Stormwind, they were hanging out in Goldshire shooting the breeze. Am I actually going to see something pop up on the chat once I get to Elwyn Forest? We're in Elwyn Forest now. Is anything going to pop up? Let's go to first-person view. Let's fly on down to Goldshire. I probably should turn the graphics down when I'm streaming. How's my CPU usage doing? I think that something's getting slammed to the hilt here. Yeah, the processor is at about 70-something%. And so's the GPU. So, World of Warcraft, as usual, doing a good job scaling up and everything. Or maybe it's all these loading... Well, nuts. There's one level 15 warrior named after Donald Trump. One single warrior AFKing in Goldshire. What is this, man? Lion's Pride. No one RPing in the Lion's Pride in. Of course, this is... I don't play... I've never done anything with Moonguard or anything like that. Oh, man. How about Horde? Let's change off to the Garage server. Oh, man. Now I gotta wait for the stupid log-off timer. Hey, you know what? Why don't we just have Hawkford log out in the inn? But, yeah. That's pretty pitiful. Log out! Oh, you log out instantly. Alright. Change servers to Garage and log in as, Lil, the Blood Elf Paladin. Let's see here. Isle of Quell Danas. I need somebody in Orgrimmar, so we'll go with Snowhoof the Death Knight. Back to the game. Alright, let's check out Orgrimmar. We did Oribos as kind of a neutral city, so it's good that we checked on the other accounts. But, yeah, let's check out... Alright, Orgrimmar. This guy probably doesn't have a flying mount, does he? Oh, he does! Oh yeah, this is Snowhoof. He went out to Burning Crusade. Oh, okay. Couple of Horde. Bone Chewer, Blood Elf Paladin. You don't have any talents! Oh! So maybe all the remaining people are playing Horde then. How many of these here cross realms? How many of these people are cross realm zones? My favorite area of Orgrimmar was always... Well, that is the Valley of Strength, so this is right inside the city. And so if there's people dueling, they should be dueling outside. Well, for the Horde! There you go! Loktar Rogar! Or something. Yeah, right. I've been doing a lot of talking today. The most I can do is sounding like a peon. Work. Something to doing? Me busy. Leave me alone. Oh, that is so gonna get clipped. Gates of Orgrimmar. Oh, look, there's actually people on mounts. So I'm actually seeing players. How about out here where there's very popular dueling spot over the years for Horde? And of course, the... What the... There's one person... Oh yeah, there's people dueling. So there's activity in... Pathetic. Laughs at some dude from Tichondrius. Oh, emote spam. Yeah, this looks like Horde, all right. Oh, man. So that's it. I mean, Stormwind empty, but Orgrimmar in these off hours has a dueling scene going. I don't know, is there some kind of switch to the Horde for some reason? Do people like the Horde more than the Alliance these days? It could be. Always seemed like Blizzard favorite anyway. But yeah, so... But once you're inside the city, well, you can start... Well, no, that's a druid right there. There's somebody with a mount, because the guards don't just sit... There's people in Orgrimmar. Okay, that's cool. Alright, that's cool. We might want to create an orc then in WoW Classic. But, yeah. Okay, so there's activity in Orgrimmar. Maybe I should create Horde characters in Classic or something. Pick a server, create Horde characters, and wait for cross-realm zones to do its thing. Since I know Blizzard put that in there, but... So, other than the people dueling, though, the chats are very quiet. People aren't even saying anything in chat, so it's just people chilling and playing the game. I don't know. I did do that King of the Hill reference earlier with the whole Christian rock, not making Christianity better, you're making rock and roll worse. I have a pretty good parody of that going. Those WoW refugees, they're not making World of Warcraft better by bolting off to Final Fantasy XIV. They're only making Final Fantasy XIV worse. Oh, man. I could queue for a BFA dungeon as good, man, but I gotta change him off to Retribution first. I really don't want to be tanking anything right now. There you go. So there's activity in Orgrimmar. Let's change games again. Streamer only as I swap games and things like that. Snowhoof. Now, if I remember right, this thing should change game clients perfectly fine. Let's go to Classic WoW, which is as good as dead right now, since Burning Crusade Classic is where all the action is. I imagine it'll probably be a very relaxing experience. There you go. Gotta turn on sound and background. Fortunately, the EXEs are similar enough. The EXEs are similar enough that OBS just switches over to them. But let's go to Classic WoW, which is, now that Burning Crusade is out, it's probably as good as dead, right? Here's Stormwind. We'll give it... Character's only level 30... I only got to 31 with this guy, right? 28, excuse me. I don't know where I got the idea that I hit level 31. Maybe there was a database issue or something, but yeah, level 28, Duskwood. So... yeah. Check out... no, this is not a private server. This is Classic. Look at this. Completely empty Stormwind. This is nuts. Of course, remember when people are like, people will play level 60 forever. Yeah, well, the newness wore off. This is what it looks like when you have a static World of Warcraft experience with a defined endpoint at Naxxramas. It's good though that Blizzard dropped the price of the clone service down to $15 though. I can just imagine what it would have been like if it was the cost of whatever. Somehow I remember the clone service originally being more expensive, but oh man, empty Stormwind. Let's go run down the road through Elwyn Forest. Let's see, I don't have any abilities as a paladin to be faster either. That would have to get a rogue for that. I don't know, you know, if you're an introvert, maybe leveling in WoW Classic just for the heck of it. I mean, I did see a player or two earlier that's still playing this, but I don't know. This is spooky. It's just sad to have all of old school Azeroth to myself like this. But I think there aren't there? I think I've seen Cross Realm Zones somewhere along the line. Let's head down to Goldshire. Well, the first thing we need to do is find another player somewhere. Yeah, low level hybrid paladin with Varigan's fist. What was I doing? I was leveling as Ret, and then I was going to try doing Shakadin. Yeah, I was leveling out. I had a whole printout of the build I was going for, and then I was going to work on Holy so I can get Holy Shock. You know, and then just do some combination of spell and other stuff. Not like what S-Fan does. I never embraced the Warladin thing where you basically played like a warrior. And a completely empty Goldshire. Well, crap. Classic is a lonely place. Was Crossrealm set up for Classic? I thought I saw something earlier. Hey, look, the Lion's Pride Inn. Completely empty. Well, if you just want to be alone with your memories, I guess Classic is the place to be. I don't know. This is kind of sad, actually. Turn off the UI. This is pretty sad. It does remind me of when I first started playing this game in 06. But when I first started playing it, there were actually people. Yeah, this is post-apocalypse Azeroth. This is what an empty WoW looks like. I think Westfall's a low server anyways. This is nuts. And the sad part is Westfall used to be one of the cooler servers in Classic. Maybe it is in Burning Crusade Classic. Oh man, this is turning into a chill stream. Well, if I want the World of Warcraft to myself, this is what I'd play. If I don't want to deal with people, come play Classic. Get those leveling experiences I never got in the mid-2000s. But didn't I say that in the radio-style discussions on this before it launched? I said, Classic WoW, you think you do, but you won't. J. Allen Brack would get his vengeance. Let's just listen to that ambient noise and Stormwind of years gone by. Completely empty WoW. Okay, never mind. UI back on.
King's honor, friend.
Well, I am close to leveling. The problem with empty servers, though, is that the economy is going to be useless. Can I at least find another player somewhere? Or is this how I can, you know, chill and kind of just be alone with my memories, wandering around an empty Azeroth at 3 in the morning? This is crazy. Nobody in Stormwind. Hey, look, a player! And it's somebody from... Oh, okay. And it's a player... It's an AFKer from this server. So, I don't know if Cross-Realm was a thing here. People were complaining that Blizzard brought in way too many modern features with Burning Crusade class. Oh, look, another player. Oh, okay. Here comes a CRZer. So, yeah, there is Cross-Realm stuff. So, that is a... Yep. That is a player who is a from another realm. So, Cross-Realm's kicking in and I get, like, a player. Oh, man. They weren't kidding when they said that Classic was dead. Yikes. What's the local time in game? 3:55 a.m.? That's my time. What's the server time? Can I mouse over it? No, the realm time is 3:55. That's right. This is an Eastern server. Well, crap. Ladies and gentlemen,
well met.
A Stormwind Guard, the most boring job in the game here on this server. You don't have anybody doing anything. There aren't horde attacking the city. There's a player every so often. Oh, man. Sometimes, you know, when I had dungeon drama and stuff back in the day, I wondered if World of Warcraft would be what it would be like as a single-player game. Well, here's my answer. All right, I'm done with this. Let's make some alts. What's the biggest... There are no biggest servers. There are no biggest servers. There's Faralina. They're all low-pop servers. Yikes. They're all low-pop servers, too. There are no servers with high populations right now. All right, let's go to Pagel and create a horde character and just check out Orgrimmar. Give me an orc, like an orc warrior or something. Rorashi. Yeah, we'll go with that. Let's just see. We'll just run out of... Hopefully we don't get ganked on the way over there by some level 5 mob. Valley of Trials for the horde. Alright, just run this guy out. Worst comes to worst, we'll try and heroic strike our way to... Look at that. Completely empty Valley of Trials. Are you ready for a relaxing, completely empty Orgrimmar? Oh, man. So there are cross-realm zones active with the Classic client. Now, I don't know if it's a situation where nostalgia comes in cycles. It could very well be the case that Classic is going to be a completely dead game for a while until people get curious about it again. And so this will come in waves and things like that. Yeah. Yeah. Let's head on out here. Fortunately, in Burning Crusade Classic, I bought the boost, so my character is, I basically bought the boost because I didn't want to finish leveling in the old world. I've already played the game before, technically, so I'm just recreating my character from BC. Shock it in. Welcome to Durotar. Are you here to serve the Horde? Da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, let's just, let's put on the cruise control here and, auto run to Razor Hill. There's gotta, well, once you're outside the starting area, that's when you're dealing with level 5 characters, or level 5 monsters, so I could easily get ganked on the way over. By some, yeah, there's a level 6. Do not stop. This is a mad dash to Orgrimmar, taking in the, dated WoW scenery. Get it, completely empty Durotar. So who's ready for completely empty Orgrimmar while we're at it? Look, a key ring. Look, a bag. Look, wolf riders. What's that smell? Oh, bad dog. Do rogues have sprint at level 1? Maybe I should have rolled the rogue. I know that in the old school game, the OG game, they started with only one-handed weapon. They didn't even start dual wielding. Yeah, I don't miss those days. Rogue. No armor. One pathetic one-handed sword. Northshire Abbey. I don't miss it. Well, I guess classic, especially during off hours, is the MMO for people that hate people. I should have checked the auction house listings. Like how, well, I'm sure it's broken beyond all heck because there's nobody to buy anything. There was one time I accidentally server transferred to a dead server. I heard that ENR was a pretty cool server from someone I played with, and I didn't realize they were trolling me into wasting money on a character transfer. I go over there and it is a dead Horde side server. Nothing going on. Oh, look, Razor Hill. Nothing going on. The auction house, you'd put your stuff on there and nothing would sell. So it's just like, so your character was always inches from going broke. It just wasn't a fun experience. This is about Burning Crusade era or something. Not a fond memory, not something that I really have fond memories of. Well, let's go to Durotar. Back to Durotar. Well, yeah, we are Durotar. Hope I don't get disconnected or anything. It looks as though OBS has eliminated the ability to try and go for unofficial bit rates when streaming on Twitch. It's dropping me and capping me at 6,000. Yep, it's capping me at 6,000. Well, that era is over. All those people streaming on Twitch at 8 grand. So, well, we'll see what it looks like on YouTube. I have the encoding quality set to max, so we'll see. Could be the case, you know, I mean, these differences in bitrate are exactly the reason. These differences in bitrate are precisely a reason for me to stream on YouTube. Plus, YouTube, of course, is building the memberships feature and things along those lines. I don't know. Now, Twitch is working on their DMCA problem, so that's nice to know. I'll have to check out the thing they posted earlier, especially with copyright strikes not expiring now. The issue I have is that Twitch gives themselves the leeway to essentially make them de facto not expire if they take forever to prove that you're not a repeat offender. I just don't see Twitch really doing much of anything for anyone except the elite largest streamers. So, see here. Are you bored yet? Well, this is the classic experience right here. This time throttle, and this is the funny part. You know, what we're doing right now, being stuck running everywhere on foot at normal running speed, makes the world seem big, when in reality you're just slow. makes the world seem big. It makes the world seem immersive. That's what makes World of Warcraft so huge. Yeah. We may have fallen for that in 2004, 5, and 6, but, right. You realize that by the time when Warlords of Draenor came out, all the time-gated crap that game was doing, people were complaining about it all over the place. And yet, being time-gated by having to run on foot everywhere, nobody's dueling. Not a good sign. Are you ready for an empty... Oh, a not empty Orgrimmar. Okay. But it's across... This Tauren is a cross-realm zone player. Oh, man. Loot the dog. Loot the corehounds. Loktar Ogar. How many players? It didn't even play the Orgrimmar music when I ran in. Oh, someone killed a Nixia. Somebody's still doing something on this server. How long has that thing been up? Oh, man. Hey, look at... Whoa. Empty Orgrimmar. This must be fun for people with nothing better to do that play high-level rogues. Come in and just gank the guards. Stuff like that. The Bank of Orgrimmar. In modern Orgrimmar, you have, like, the War Chief's place here. So not used to old school Orgrimmar anymore. What's that? Leather and steel. That's the inn. That's the inn. That's the auction house. Is anybody at the auction house? So there is cross-realm zones, but by and large, Classic's pretty dead right now because Burning Crusade is where it's at. I think, though, you know, give it enough time, there's probably going to be another wave of nostalgia or curious nerds who want to know the history of this game. They'll probably come back and check this game out. I'm going to keep this guy parked in Orgrimmar so he can check back at other times, see if anything happens here. So, let's go off to Burning Crusade Classic. Alright, how about we just completely exit the game? Oh, it got me right out. Let's go to Burning Crusade Classic and preview my my Paladin. He got through the Dark Portal and everything, got him to level 58 with the boost and everything, and I took him back to Stormwind. What the? Ah, yeah. System, sound, and background. I always like the Burning Crusade opening theme, too. Alright, let's see what we got here. Stormwind! This is the... Ha! All the mods are flipping out. Oh, look, some activity here. Okay, so Stormwind looks okay. Ah, okay. So there's activity in Classic. Is anybody... This version of Deadly Boss Mod's only meant for... I'm getting mod errors galore. I gotta work out my mod manager, because I haven't done anything with it since the early days of Burning... Or the early days since the original Classic. But, hey, my guy does have a mount. What am I doing? Whoops. Shock it in, got his way through the Dark Portal. At least there's some activity in Stormwind. Oh, yeah, Classic more popular than the retail game. Oh, look at this! Hey, this looks pretty nice. Are any of these folks... Nope, these are folks from this... Yeah, these are folks from this server. Oh, there's activity here then. Okay. But nobody... Oh, look, somebody's selling something in trade chat instead of just randomly gossiping about stuff. Sweet! I suppose I could go to Shatrath if I wanted to make a mad dash to Shatrath and set my Hearthstone out there. Try not to get stomped by the Fell Reaver. But yeah, this is Westfall, Burning Crusade. That's right. That's right. It used to take longer to summon your mounts. Totally forgot about that. Yeah, this is contemporary. This game client is contemporary. Hecklar. This game client is contemporary to my... Let's see here. To that thing I posted a long time ago of the Quel'Danas Daily Quest. Actually, this is patch 2.5. Burning Crusade only had a patch 2.4. So, I wonder if everything's available right now in terms of your raids. You could theoretically go to Sunwell or whatever it is. Hellfire Peninsula. Yeah, we gotta fix the add-ons. DBM is still complaining. 85 DPS. Shock it in, baby. Of course, he's got a bunch of strength gear still, so he hasn't switched off completely to caster gear. But I haven't done hardly anything in Hellfire Peninsula. This guy's wearing the communal stuff from the boost. He does have a two-hander, so I could theoretically bust out a two-hander. But he does have intellect. He's starting to collect intellect gear from quests. So we'll work on getting that spell damage up. Spell power 29. I just kind of tell that old story again. This guy is the distant ancestor of my ESO character, essentially. So I'm going to go down the same path to see how viable I can make Shakadin. Maybe roll some other paladins or some other characters for other specs. I actually tried Druid as a boomkin in Burning Crusade as well. Yep. Guild called Garlic Bread. What's this? Oh, that's voodoo. So that's for healing and stuff like that. Looks like my heals survived intact. So that's good. Going for that 40-0-21, baby. I probably should respec and just drop the retribution talents and take them after I get to 40 points in Holy. So, 40-0-21. Holy crap, man. I remember that like it was only yesterday. Yep, and this will be the end of the 40 thingy right here. So, this was critical effect chance, da-da-da. And you basically collected caster gear. But there were some very important talents that you didn't get as a paladin, like a plus damage to your critical, to your crits and stuff like that. So, Shakadin was mostly PvP. And it's kind of a gimmick. But Burning Crusade was the heyday of it. Burning Crusade was the heyday of it. So, oh, I used to play around with builds so much. I never had any money in this game. Okay. Well, there's no dungeon finder in BC. Let's go into retail. Let's see what it's like to run dungeons then. So oh, no. Let's go to a high pop server. There probably are high pop realms, right? Oh yeah, and Westfall's one of them. Let's pick another high pop. Let's go to Ash Candy. And that's full. Let's create a horde character. Well, we know that. Let's create another horde character. Mazgral. There's a nice name for an orc. Let's run him out of the Valley of Trials to Orgrimmar. Let's go for another run. Auctioneer has the wrong version. Yeah, whatever. Was that out? Voodoo is broken. You know what? Disable all add-ons. I don't want any add-ons complaint. Oh, there's somebody in the Valley of Trials. Okay. Alright, I see players in the Valley of Trials. That's cool. Better than before. I think it goes without saying... it goes without saying that there's probably going to be activity in Burning Crusade Classic, because that's kind of the most recent thing, so... Keep an eye on the chat as well, and resize the chat window. Unlock. There we go. Keep it square. I want to see lots of messages from few players, basically. See, right about... Say, put it like here, so and make it smaller. See, make this full size. Yeah, I am poking over the top. There. Alright, we're in the right spot, right? Verify versus OBS. Yep, we got it. Alright, let's head off to Orgrimmar. I'll just say right now, Burning Crusade Classic probably has more players than retail. People curious about... Well, Burning Crusade... Well, the interesting thing about Burning Crusade... What was this? Ah, Blood Fury. Oh, look, somebody's looking for a healer for Shattered Halls. So there's activity in the looking for group channel. Alright, signs of actual players here. Signs of actual players in this game. Duratar. Don't have charge or anything, so we can't, like, charge to a critter to speed this up any. Looking for DPS and heals. Black Morass. Oh, there's a tough dungeon. At least if you didn't have any clue what a gauntlet was back in the day. Yay. Yeah, so there actually are groups in the Looking for Group channel. That's cool. OHB. What was that again? Looking for more heals DPS for OHB. What was that? Hellfire something? Looking for leveling guild. Guys spamming. So yeah, the activity is in Burning Crusade Classic. The thing with Burning Crusade that separates it from the original Classic is that any of looking for 1 DPS for the Botanica. I remember that dungeon. The thing that separates Burning Crusade from the original Classic is that the actual Burning Crusade expansion still exists in the retail game. It's one of the leveling expansions that you can go for. So if you want to compare Burning Crusade back then versus what modern stuff has done to Burning Crusade, or have Burning Crusade... Oh, look, players! No, that's the Wolf Riders. So if you want to compare what the modern amenity... If you want a classic-y experience with the modern amenities of WoW, you can go to Outland in... You can go to Outland in the main game, and then just lock your level when you hit 49 and play all the Burning Crusade you want with modern amenities. Hey, look, a Blood Elf! With one-handed weapon. Low-level rogue, baby. Hey, reference to Ragnaros. The Midsummer Fire Festival. When did that holiday come out? Was it... Well, I think if I remember right, Brewfest came out during Burning Crusade as well. So... Gotta see when all these in-game events became a thing. Razor Hill. Alright, we're halfway there. If I could do this in the original Classic without getting ganked, I can do this in Burning Crusade Classic without getting ganked. Anyone have a mongoose enchant? What was OHB? I forgot what that stood for. Hey, let's put this guy on cruise control mode and look that up. Old Hillsbrad. Oh! Old Hillsbrad Foothills, I think. Yeah! Why are they calling it OHB? I think it was called... Yeah, well, that's how you know these are newer players. I think it was just called Caverns of Time back when it was the only one that was there. Yeah, Old Hillsbrad Foothills. I used to love that dungeon. Because it wasn't really a dungeon, it was basically time travel, so... Back to the Future. So yeah, Classic. If you don't want to deal with people, play Classic. I think a lot of people are Classic'd out, though. It's gonna be interesting. What happens when, say, we have the original trilogy of Classic services available? What happens when the original trilogy of Classic services are available, and everybody can just, you know, they get a nostalgia itch for regular, they do regular, Burning Crusade, Lich King. That's the thing. So what about all this Blizzard stuff? Let the process work its way out. There's groups that are actually looking for people in the LFG channel. Nice. At least nobody's whining about gear score. We'll see what happens in Lich King Classic. Truth of the matter is, I mentioned this on Twitter earlier. I mentioned this over on Twitter earlier. These problems that have led to this court case with Blizzard in the state of California, they're people problems, not necessarily Blizzard problems. I mean, sure, a team of jackasses doing all kinds of awful things managed to make one of the most successful MMOs of all time. And, you know, pride does strange things to people. You know, you could have a situation where someone who's very arrogant and full of themselves makes something as good as WoW, as early expansions of WoW, but then it comes out later that they were doing lots of awful stuff to women like that. It's just people. Sometimes people aren't as cut and dried as we'd like them to be. They're not as straightforward and simple either. People can be disgustingly complicated. There are going to be people that you'll run into that make you wonder, oh, how can they live like that with these kinds of ups and downs? Alright. What's going on in Orgrimmar? This is a high pop realm, so we know that there's people looking for groups for... They could all be in Shatrath, and none of my characters are at Shatrath yet. Oh, okay. Oh, lots of horde activity. Look at this. This is almost like retail. We hoard gold. Ta-da. Oh, look, a gold spammer. There's your classic experience for you. Report spam. Bad RNG. Alright, so there is activity in Orgrimmar. Alright, let's go back to, I'm getting spammed again. Switch back to the main game. Alright, let's try running something let's start running something in retail. Can we run like a BFA dungeon or something? I might actually understand that. Or just set up for like a dungeon I know. Uh-oh. The computer's still working? Oh, okay. This game kind of freezes when everything when it first gets going here. Alright, stream starting. Not stream starting, the one underneath it. Such a darn noob when it comes to streaming. Bringing back that 2000s gaming language, baby. Is there a level 43 character that I could take through the... Well, Lil is in Chromie time, so we could always do that. Lockhart the Monk, Smite is into Shadowlands. I don't want to do anything I don't know. How about Windybeard? Can we go in as an elemental shaman or something? Yeah, like set the expansion to Lich King or something. Alright. Always helps if you click the right thing. Oh, he's set to Legion. Oh, yeah, the guild halls, that's right. Do we have everything set for... Oh, that's Resto. How about we set for Elemental? See if we can get a... Did we set everything? No, we didn't. I think we took Lava Burst. Take a bunch of passives. An Elemental can take Earth Shield. Interesting. Earth Shield is an Elemental Shaman. That's something else. Healing by 20%, maximum 9 charge, but you only have Healing Surge. Casting Lava Burst increases the damage your next nature, physical, or frost spell. And an Ancestral Guidance. Just give me a passive. 20% of your damage is converted into healing on up to 3 nearby injured party or raid members. Let's put Ancestral. Let's grab Ancestral Guidance here and make it put it with the cooldowns. Yeah, it was shift. All right. So where was Lightning Shield? Flame Tongue Weapon, Frost Shock. Oh, I have nothing set up on this guy. Oh, Chain Heal. So, an Elemental Shaman could Lightning Shield, there's that. Melee attackers, generate. Maelstrom, Primal Strike is also in there too. Why would you use that as something like this? Heal Surge and Flame Tongue Weapon, we definitely want that. What? How come that doesn't boost your... Doesn't boost your spell power? There's lava burst. Does that really get changed to where it doesn't help your damage anymore? Flame tongue, weapon imbue. What happened to it? Down healing stream totem. Yay! What happened to shamans? The capacitor totem is a stun. Frost shock! We want that available as like... Yeah. We want that available as a way of slowing down enemies. Is chain lightning on there? Yeah, I suppose. Alright, what was I set to? Random dungeon for Battle for Azeroth. I think it's because I haven't set Chromie time yet. Or is 41 BF? No, you have up until 49 for that. Can we go to Stormwind? Garrison, Thunderbrew Distillery, Dalaran, Garrison. Why would I have my thing set to the Thunderbrew Distillery? Let's go to Dalaran and go to Stormwind then. You should probably queue. Oh, no, we gotta change the expansion. I want to do a dungeon that I actually know, so we're probably just gonna do... We're gonna do something from Lich King. I want to do a dungeon I actually know, so we're gonna do a dungeon from Lich King. Let's see here. Alright, see, get over to Stormwind and set the expansion. Set the Hearthstone to the Dwarven District and set the expansion to something like Lich King. I did the most done... You know, if I set it to Lich King, I might get the Oculus. Ha 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 ha. And I have no clue how to play anything but the Healing Dragon in the Oculus. So... Well, we'll roll the dice. It's just one dungeon. We could... No. We could always do... Let's do Burning Crusade, because then, you know, we don't have any weird vehicle stuff or anything. Let's see. Alright, where's Chromie? And let's also go to the Dwarven District and set the Hearthstone there. Hey, you know, I never really had any, thing here. Legacy item effects are inactive. The old Legion weapon. See. Where's the... Don't even know my own way around Stormwind anymore. Actually need a map. The Dwarven District is over there. Yeah, I'm an ESO guy. I'm lucky if I can even still remember where anything is in this game. I just want to get to the Cataclysm place where you can set your Hearthstone, which I think was around here. There it is. The Golden Keg. Alright, first, Thunderbrew Distillery.
See you soon.
Did I really level this guy? Yeah, did I really leveled this guy by doing that? Alright, Chromie, where are you, Chromie? She's up here. I think she's by one of these big trees. It's another big tree. Why not just look it up? Yeah, it's over the hill and by that big tree. So let's just hope we get Hellfire Ramparts or something.
It's like meeting again for the first time.
Okay, time walking campaigns. Mr. Pandaria, I remember that. Iron Horde, Legion Invasion, Portal Outlet. I'm mostly familiar with Burning Crusade dungeons. The thing with Lich King is I'm very familiar with a lot. Well, you know what? Let's...
Do not exercise restraint when showing your great power to the Scourge.
Alright. Alright, we can also go off to Northrend and everything. But let's just queue for a random Lich King dungeon as damage. You can pick to queue as a healer? Oh, it's your available rolls. You just have to switch to Resto afterwards. What's the queue look like? I probably shouldn't be in the DPS queue. That's probably going to drag the stream out all over the place. We'll give it like a minute. And if not, we'll set up as Resto. If not, we'll set up as Resto here. Less than a minute. Now I'll probably get in there. Oh, look, all that stuff. Did 500 DPS last time I played this character. Long time ago. Probably not the case anymore after all the squishes. Less than a minute. Less than a minute. Less than a minute. Less than a minute. So it's not that bad to play as Resto, right? Specialization, Resto. Did I have everything set up at least? Ah, no mana. That's the issue. Healing stream! Wasn't that bad. Yeah, Torrent, initial heal from Riptide. Need more mana! Alright. Oh, there's a tank and there's a tank. We're waiting on DPS already. Just need a healer. Oh, you might want to switch back to Elemental. Be nice to actually be able to do some damage for a change. I don't want to be the healer because I'm pretty decent at it. I want to see how randos handle the healer. Hopefully not have a repeat of what I went through with Final Fantasy earlier. What are we at? 2 out of 3. We could just go heals and wait for DPS instead. It's for Lich King. Come on, nostalgics. There's no Lich King Classic yet. We have our full DP. Now we're just waiting for a healer. Oh, this is quick. Let's just put some PvP talents up here. Flame Shock. Don't know what any of these do, so there we go. Set as elemental, right? Does Lightning Bolt, Lightning Shield? There was something I did for that sort of thing. Maelstrom spent. Lava Burst has 2 charges. Lava Burst boosts your damage. Yeah, I don't have anything that really boosts Lightning Shield too much. Yeah. It's weird having Earth Shield as an elemental shaman, though. Alright, what are we up to? We're just waiting on a healer, right? Yeah, we're just waiting on a healer. Somebody queue for a Lich King dungeon as a healer, please. I want to see what it's like. So here's the idea, and here's what I'm thinking. Here's the idea, and here's what I'm thinking. Besides, my spells are wrong. While that's going, where's the voodoo thing? Deadly boss mods. Alright. Spells. So let's set this to Healing Surge. And for the right button, let's set that to Earth Shield. We'll drop the totem for any additional healing. So this is healing, because that's all I have. And we'll just do that, and then this button, Chain Heal is the... I want to set Chain Heal to the other button. Not button 4. Let's do Chain Heal with this one. I want it to be the button you hit with a trigger. We'll set it to both side buttons. Does it really matter? I mean, I'm going in as elemental. This is just for backup heals anyways. Alright. Somebody queue as a healer. I want to see you. So here's the idea. So here's the idea, and this is what I'm thinking. This will be a chill run with less drama, because all the people that knee-jerk responded on Twitter and everything have stormed away from this game. And so they've created the strange, unintended consequence of World of Warcraft probably being the chillest MMO out there right now in terms of your luck with randos. And Final Fantasy is probably the worst. Before the big, however many people change games because of all this stuff going on with Blizzard, before all of that happened, there already was a problem with that because it was old school alliance problems with pretty characters times a million. And I can only imagine things haven't gotten any better. So let's see. Healer. Somebody please. Oh, one of the DPS dropped Q. Maybe I should go in as Resto. Like 4:30 in the morning. Who's running a Lich King dungeon at 4:30 in the morning? Yeah, notice how they're not actually saying, like, estimated wait times. Okay, we got another DPS. Maybe one of those DPS dropped group and is just going to be a healer. Alright, somebody please queue for healer somewhere out there. I don't really want to go resto here. I just wanted to do it. I just wanted to watch. We're going to go through all this, and it's going to be the Oculus, and everybody's going to drop group, right? Then they're going to have to start all this over. 5 minutes and counting. Oh, look, the third DPS dropped because they didn't want to wait. 3-3. Well, I guess nobody wants to play healer. I'm disappointed in these damn dungeon finders if they can't ever get you a group. Why can't WoW just hook you up with henchmen to fill in? That's one of the reasons why I want to catch up in Final Fantasy. So I can see how... Oh, the tank left, too! That's one of the reasons I want to catch up in Final Fantasy, because the characters from the game are supposed to be able to help you out in dungeons. I've had Shadowbringers for how long now, and I haven't gotten a chance to really play it. So, not with everything going on with the computers, the job, everything else like that. Well, this sucks. This is why nobody... This is why... Well, people don't want to play tanks and healers, because they don't want crybaby ants and pants DPS getting all snooty like that. And I have to redo all my button presses to change specs, because I don't have Voodoo set up correctly on this guy. A bunch of poor DPS. 6 minutes wasted.
That's 6 minutes of my life that I'm never gonna get back. Somebody please tank this dungeon run.
Maybe I should play some ESO. That is such an old insult. Who even says that anymore? Well, guess nobody wants to do this. Change expansion to Burning Crusade. See if it's riding off the popularity of Burning Crusade Classic. Boo-hoo-hoo! Dungeon Finder is so terrible for the game. Yeah, and in today's world, doesn't work half the time. Please, Chromie, end this nightmare. Give me an expansion where people actually want to run the darn dungeons. Well, Burning Crusade's dungeons are a little more straightforward anyways, and there's no chance of getting the Oculus.
It's so nice to see you.
Outland.
You look quite prepared.
Shut up. I know where the dark portal is. Whatever. Hellfire Ramparts. Hellfire Ramparts. Yeah, right. Who's going to be playing through Outland in retail instead of Burning Crusade Classic? Ugh. Well, the nerfed healing for Cataclysm shouldn't still be a thing. Could always just do Cataclysm stuff. What? We'll give it like a minute or so. That's how long it took to populate last time. We'll just try a different expansion. We'll do something until we get right in. If that means going tank, we can do that. But as you saw with the tank that sat there waiting for a healer... This is the thing with the MMO Trinity, too. You're locked into certain roles. You can't be flexible. You can't have a situation, for example, like in, say, Elder Scrolls Online, where you have somebody jinx the Qs and everyone just puts on a single target heal and it just takes a little hit to their DPS for the dungeon run. But, I mean, time spent standing in line like this. Look, we're back to full DPS already. Nobody wants to tank, nobody wants to heal. Alright, Resto. Well, since we're doing Burning Crusade, let's switch over to Resto, change the skills back and things like that, like Healing Wave. Not enough mana. What was I set to for that? Healing Surge, Earth Shield, Healing Rain. Yeah, I didn't want that. I think I was using Chain Heal with that button anyways. Healing Wave. Healing... Let's do... Do I have... Wait a minute. Do I not have Earth Shield? Do I not have Earth Shield as a Resto Shaman? That makes 0 sense. I have it as Elemental. Healing Surge. Hold on a second. Maybe that's why I had Chain Heal over there. Resto Shaman doesn't get Earth Shield? Are you kidding me? What kind of a nerf is that? No wonder Shaman players are so ticked off. No! Restoration. Ah, there it is. It's a baseline skill for the... I was hoping so. How can you can't have a Resto Shaman without having Earth Shield. It's just, like, ridiculous. Water Shield! Good. Now, if you set everything set to all passives, right? Echo of the Elements. Yeah, I decided to have some DPS capabilities here. Might as well. Especially if you have somebody that's not taking any damage. Though, let's queue as a healer for a Burning Crusade dungeon. If it's Hellfire Ramparts, I've got it in the bag anyways. Just make sure we set everything in Voodoo correctly before we go in. So let's see. Healing Wave. Button 4. I think it's button 5 we want to use for Earth Shield. And then Chain Heal will be that one. Earth Shield. And then if we want to do Healing Rain, we hit the middle button, which is the least used one anyways. But I think for that one, I think we want to use the middle button for like a cleansing ability, like Purify Spirit. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see. Ancestral Wisdom, Astral Recall. Yeah, we want to do Purify Spirit in the middle button. So if we have to dispel something... Or does it even matter? I mean, Healing Rain... Yeah, let's just discard them. Why not? All right, we'll just click it. That's the Efficiency Heal. That's the Fast Heal. Earth Shield is Earth Shield. And then Chain Heal. Let's put this back over here and let's get into the healing queue. Oh, I have a talent available. Who cares? I'm not doing PvP. Burning Crusade. So I'll be in a similar position with this dungeon group than I was with Final Fantasy, coming back as some kind of healer, having not played the game in quite some time. So, let's see. Is anybody going to do anything? Of course, what we could do is if there aren't enough people for Dungeon Finder to actually work, we'll try a few expansions. If there aren't enough people for Dungeon Finder, wait, why am I not registering as a healer? I should be in this group. Hold on a second. It's acting like I'm still elemental. I am not. I just switched to Resto, you piece of crap. Burning Crusade. Why does it say... Well, the funny part is, if there aren't enough people for Dungeon Finder... If there aren't enough people for Dungeon Finder to work, blah, 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 it would have proven me right that this is a chill experience. Okay, going in as a healer. Hope I don't get treated like garbage. See, so I had a rotten experience with the Final Fantasy group. Hope it's like Hellfire Peninsula. Steam Vault? Ah, Trash City. Oh, it's the Underbog. This one I have a lot of experience with back in BC. Alright, yep. Let's get everyone topped off here. That's right, you can target that stuff. Totemly Crazy. Drop a totem to top everyone off once they get in. Who's our tank? The bear? Yep. Level 10? Is he getting scaled? No, the monsters scale from 10 to 50. A level 10 tank? What is this? Well, let's throw Earth Shield on him. Oh, we are gonna wipe to trash. I just did my bear druid quest and I can tank. Yeah. Unlock window. There we go. Don't need it. This side. Where's my ghost wolf? Ah, there we go. Catch up to him that way. Oh, yeah. Make the healer spam, huh? Nobody's saying anything, though, in the chat. So... Well, at least he's tanking. Yeah, some of these guys have poison. Oh, yeah. I remember the Underbog. Whoa. We need this more than anything else. The tank needs Earth Shield. Ah, I think Earth Shield can be only cast on one target at a time anyway, so... Feral Fairy Fire. Let's see. Oh, DPS pulled the big guy. Not good. Well, Healing Wave seems to be doing alright for him. Just I don't know how that's all scaling anyways. I should have set up some at... Well, considering how this tank is pulling literally everything in sight, and it's probably going to be nothing but spam heals for this run. No chance to do any damage. Just sit there throwing water at everything. Because, yeah, Resto Shaman. And the totems don't follow me like my Scholar Fairy in Final Fantasy. Yeah, Earth Shield. Why is he shifting out of humanoid for... Oh no, that's the rogue. Dispel the poison! Okay, good. Because shift and, you know, the cure thing should be like that. Swamp moss! Woo! As soon as I deal with the... Where's the tank? A level! Ah, Elemental Shaman. Nice. That's what I should have been doing. Yeah, there we go. DPS not letting the tank. We might want to finish that thing off before we pull the boss. Oh, what? So who wants an everlasting underspore pod? Yeah. Totemly Crazy, Xanthea, Dark Moon X. There's Hunger Fen. Hey, how come I'm stopped? Alright, boss. Get that tank shielded because Bear Druid... Don't these guys have... Ah, I full screen my stream preview. I don't need that. Watch the tank die because he did a bunch of extra clicking. Surge. Hunger Fen has been defeated. Woo! Personal loot. And I just get some loosely threaded pants. Whatever. Wait for the healer to get mana! Here we go, pulling half the room again because it's Burning Crusade. The bear might be a little too much of a teddy bear, huh? Do I even have any drinks with this guy? 2% the Winter Veil Eggnog. Probably should have showed up with something. Alright. Actually, why do I not have not Healing Rain, Riptide? I should have that. Oh, yeah, I completely forgot about Riptide. That's Chain Heal. I should throw Riptide on the guy. Well, no way that's happening with how this guy's chain pulling. Have to set everything afterwards. Let's just select, since we can't do anything anyways, let's just mouse click the heal. Yay! He finally used Riptide! Dispel. That doesn't last long anyways. Yeah, I gotta change that out. I shouldn't have chain heal with that. I should have Riptide with the chain heal button. Let's try and... No, it's... This guy is not going to stop chain pulling. He's a level 10, barely a Guardian Druid. Level 10, barely a Guardian Druid if he even is one. Those guys are going to aggro. Here we go. Oh, this is going to suck. And he heard them. That's what's going to take down the tank, get me blamed for it. Out of range! Does this guy even have any heirlooms? Hard to believe this is WoW retail. This reminds me more of Burning Crusade OG. No mana, idiot. Give him the crap heals, because that's all he deserves. Sploosh. Sploosh. You better have your frenzied regeneration ready. Moron. You're chain pulling and not watching the group's statistics. Drink. See if he takes a hint. That's what it takes to get this guy to stop, is a drink break. Swap out Chain Heal for Riptide. Yeah, give him some time. Bring that in. Doody-doody-doo. Don't even have any good drinks at this level. 50%. Oh, here we go. He's got the boss already. At least I can throw Riptides on things. Throw down the totem as well. Ah, not turning the boss away from everybody. Stay out of range of the spit attack. We got him. This is burning. I mean, this is Burning Crusade. It's not anything that should be too fancy. But notice how everybody's just doing. Ooh, is that better than what I have? Item level 47. Equip. Zing. Slight improvement to intellect. There's no more spirit, right? Guess who doesn't play WoW anymore? Ghost Wolf. I don't think it improves the. I don't know if it improves the sprint speed, the swim speed, but darn it! Don't pull so many of the mutant plants until your healer catches up. Ghost Wolf. Yeah, he's in cat form with the speed. He's in cat form with the speed buff, so. Whoops, wrong one. Throw Earth Shield on him and give him that. Water Shield. Ah! Stop pulling half the room! Oh, here we go. That's the thing, you know. Out of range. Sorry, I lagged. Throw Earth Shield on the guy for when he pulls half the room again. Just life bar whack-a-mole. I miss ESO. Alright, anybody saying anything? No, nobody's saying anything. They're just taking their Cenarian Expedition rep, and it's just a chill run. We can see if someone blows up if we wipe the group on purpose, but I don't want to wipe groups on purpose. So if this guy pulls more than half the room at once when everything's fearing us, we might just get that. Put down the totem. Do shamans still have grounding totem? Yay! Your DPS abilities are not there for you to DPS in dungeons with. They're there for leveling only. ESO has plenty of leeway for fighter healers at the lower difficulty levels, though. The last time WoW did that was Mists of Pandaria with fist weaving. Alright, make sure the tank has everything he needs. See, but he's pulling like whole rooms at once, and I'm stuck spamming all the time.
I'll end this quickly.
I can't dispel poison. Oh, I remember we used to wipe to this boss in OG Burning Crusade. Nobody could figure out what to do with this guy.
Kill them at once.
I used to hang out with a fire mage all the time. I used to do weird stuff like that. Alright, this is easier than I thought. Lava burst, here we go. Throw some lava bursts, says Resto. Uh-oh. Hey, what did that used to mean? Hunter's Mark.
Obey me!
The Swamp Lord is dead. Easier than I remember it, but that's because it's retail WoW. These guys, they're just the business, getting this done. Yeah, these folks are pretty chill, and that's what I was looking for, too. My prediction was that WoW is probably the chillest MMO right now, because all the people that get super emotional about every little thing, like tanks that quit because the healer disconnected or whatever, they all went to Final Fantasy. And ESO, I know, often has very good groups. ESO and Guild Wars 2 often have very good dungeon groups as well. There are times when I suspect, oh, this is the part where everybody gets toxic, and then they don't, because, get this, more mature players can actually understand that this is a game. And it's just a game. Come on, Bear Druid, let's finish this thing. It is Burning Crusade, so... Yay! Anti-gravity! Drop the totem, then. I forgot what the mechanics of this was. I'll just heal the fall damage and put the totems down. We'll just heal them up to full. Yay! We'll throw a Riptide on him if I can get back in a... I remember this. Easy! What's that? The Astral Shift? Yay, gained a level. We probably should freeze the level at 49 for this kind of stuff, though. See that? Like clockwork. Of course, it is Burning Crusade. Like absolute clockwork. Of course, this is Burning Crusade, so... Of course, it is basic WoW meta type stuff here, so... It was basic WoW meta type stuff. Why am I running to the exit? I can just leave the group. Well, I could change expansions and try a Lich King dungeon. Those got a little bit out of, yeah, those got a little bit more complicated. Let's change expansions and try Resto. Pfft. Well, if I get Oculus, I'm used to flying the green healing dragons, so familiar with that. Let's change off to Lich King. Let's change expansions to Lich King and go to a Lich King dungeon. You see, this is actually the level 49 rule in effect here, because WoW doesn't have a full-blown Time Walker mode yet that you can toggle in your capital cities. Well, they don't have it, period. It's an idea I have, actually.
Hello or goodbye.
But I'd love to be able to just turn Chromie Time back on after level 50 if I wanted to, like, maybe run an old dungeon just for the heck of it.
Do not exercise restraint when showing your great power to the Scourge.
So, let's do a Lich King dungeon. Resto. And hope it's not the Oculus. Utgard Keep. Utgard Keep. Well, I could probably do Gundrak, too, if I really wanted to. See. Well, if there aren't enough people for the dungeon finder to work, at least it's saying I'm a healer this time. If there aren't enough people for the dungeon finder to work. Yeah, so that was a nice chill run, actually. It was the Underbog. I was very familiar with that from the Burning Crusade days, so I was very familiar with the bosses that used to wipe all my groups, because Burning Crusade was harder back then. One more dungeon run. One more dungeon run. Just to illustrate that. Let's see. Wrong part of the keyboard. I don't want to do PvP. Might be interesting. Well, PvP is where I ran into all the drama. Not Alterac Valley. Arathi Basin.
The Alliance always lose. To the farm. To the blacksmith. Quick, to the stables. Big incoming lumber mill. Why does nobody know how to do this?
It's like probably a pre-made on the other side. They're probably using Ventrilo or something. Yeah, I'm old. Arathi Basin. Just the place to listen to WoW folks whine about stuff. And those people probably all stormed off to Final Fantasy. So if I want a WoW experience that's more mellow and chill, now is probably the time to get it. Oh, come on. Nobody wants to run Lich King dungeons? Of course, Lich King kind of introduced the idea of grinding the heck out of all your dungeons, so I don't know anything too... I didn't do much dungeons in terms of... I could do Mists of Pandaria, some of them. Come on. I ran the most dungeons in Lich King. These are the ones I'm going to know like the back of my hand. Come on, you dumb queue system. Even though all the expansions are fragmented. Stop flying in circles. I want to get people sick. Never forget that you're still streaming. Whatever. But yeah, so 2 minutes. 2 minutes and 40 seconds. We want to change expansions. This is the thing. I mean, lock your level, hang out Chromie time, and, you know, get your nostalgia in.
So nice to see you.
Different timeline. So, Cataclysm, Portal Outland. Alright, we'll try Mists of Pandaria.
Whatever you do not get between a Pandaren and their brew. It'll be unbearably painful if you do.
Nothing. Oh, wait, what's this? What did I just get queued for? Is it Lich King? Now suddenly we're waiting on a tank. Is this Lich King or Pandaria?
I always have time for you. Do not exercise restraint when showing your great power to the Scourge.
Yeah, how come Chromie can't become a permanent feature? So you want to take a break from Shadowlands and maybe, you know, not have like Lich King or something be a total cakewalk. So you just go back, you know, and you flag this in your different phase than players who don't have it turned on. They just want to grind crafting materials or whatever. Not that hard of an idea. Blizzard has the tech for it. They just came up short with the execution of Chromie time. That booted me out of the queue. So it is expansion. Hold on.
It's like meeting again for the first...
Pandaria.
Whatever you do not get between a Pandaren and their brew. It'll be unbearably painful if you do.
I think it's queuing me up for based on what expansion I have selected. So it'll drop me in another group again with the Pandaren? Well, we can answer some more nerd questions about how dungeon queues work. Crap. Alright. Let's do this the right way here. Specific dungeons. Wait a minute. I'm set to Pandaria.
Time for you.
Yeah, I'm set to Pandaria.
Or goodbye.
Oh, the UI didn't update. Reload. Confusing the group. Lich King? Okay. You do not meet the requirements for the chosen dungeons. Yeah, because I'm not set to Lich King.
It's so nice to see
Uh-oh.
you.
I broke it. I broke it.
Do not exercise restraint when showing your great power to the Scourge.
Could do the scenarios in Mists of Pandaria if I really wanted to. So it probably was Lich King that I was set to.
For the first time. Whatever.
Pandaland.
Do not get between a Pandaren and their brew. It'll be
There we go.
unbearably painful if you do.
Who wants to, go to Panda Land? I think the problem is now it says there's nobody in the group when I'm queued. Yeah, whatever, Blizzard. So really, just one underbog run? I did question whether the dungeon finders had enough people queuing in order for anything to be anything. We still have big servers, right? We still have big servers, right? Low. Yeah, there are some high servers out there. Huh. At least we got a chill underbog run in. I don't know if I want to do another. There were some Pandaren. Nah. Lich King or bust. Those are the dungeons I'm more familiar with. Let's see. Over to. Those are the dungeons I'm more familiar with. Could try for another run. Don't know about BFA either. Barely. Let's see.
Why, hello.
Lich King.
Do not exercise restraint when showing your great power to the Scourge.
Come on, I want to run a dungeon as a healer in Lich King. Watch it, it'll be like Halls of Lightning or something. Yeah, I'll be like, I want Utgard Keep, and then I get the Halls of Lightning. Minus 1 minute. What are we going to do in the meantime? Fly around? It is retail WoW. Well, let's go see if anything's happening near Goldshire, or how busy the trade district is. It's been about an hour or so. There was activity in Orgrimmar earlier, but not activity in Stormwind. Let's see. Nope. Are people really only running Burning Crusade dungeons because they're the simpler ones? So you might have a situation where you just have some extra trash or something. Oh look, some Alliance players. Check it out, there actually are Alliance players. Interesting. At least I got used to playing a shaman again. Now let's fix that while we're at it for the spells. For the shift modifier. So we want to do chain heal actually. Chain heal and purify spirit. Chain heal and purify spirit when holding down shift. Now that's alt and shift. We don't want that. Shift only. Alright, that's why. I want chain heal actually. Chain heal. Purify spirit. And the middle button can be healing rain. Isn't that the way it is normally? Yeah, it is. Let's leave it the same. We're hitting shift. So... have that option available. Key layout resto shaman successfully saved. So it was doing things by spec. I thought I had that set up earlier. Alright, anything in the queue? No. Just some DP. Well, there's some DPS. Let's give it a couple of minutes and see what we got going on here. Any activity in Goldshire? Let's check that out while we're at it. Backstory on Windybeard. He's obviously supposed to be a Wildhammer dwarf. But I don't think... obviously a Wildhammer style dwarf. When Cataclysm came out and the dwarf shamans became a thing, I was like, yeah, let's have this guy do whatever. Overall, though, I mean, the biggest issues I had with Shadowlands is the way they handled the entire rest of the world, except for the Shadowlands. Kira Songshire, long time no see. Nice mod, gives me
Safe
a
travels.
sell junk button. Hey, is that Aurora cloak better than what I have? Sort of. It's an agility cloak, it's not really for me. Turbulent Signet of the Fire Flash, item level 48. Yeah, it's got some intellect on it, so we'll equip that. Signet of Stormwind. Stamina Haste Mastery. Stamina Crit Haste Mastery. So do some of that. Keep the crit handy. We're just waiting on a tank. Good. Why, now watch it be like Oculus and everyone drops group. I would be surprised if Blizzard puts something in where they silently drop the Oculus from the dungeon finder because people hated that thing. So, you've collected this appearance not from this item. Yeah, it's the Aurora Cloak. Infernal Cord. Da-da. Not necessary. Unique equipped in Legion Invader bands. So I'm getting better gear from older dungeons. That's because that's probably a pre-squish ring. Yeah.
Have a good one.
Character's too low level to be doing anything Legion right now, but because of the squish, and that's only because of the squish.
Hello.
Level 41. Remy 2 times, level 41. I could theoretically come out here and do some stuff. In Chromie time, everything scales. That's the whole thing. This is the world scaling that has been missing from this game. So if you want a pseudo ESO experience, there's an Elwyn Forest spider that's level 41. Similar level to the player character. So why can't you manually turn this on and off? That's the question I've had for Blizzard for a long time. Why don't they just set up... You've got Chromie in the capital cities. Set it up to where you can activate Time Walker mode. Ooh, a chest. That probably has level loot in it because of Chromie time. Let's check it out. You got nothing better to do while nobody wants to tank. World treasure. War resources. Red Defias mask. Pitted Defias short sword. I guess not. Well, let's head back to the city then. We know there's activity in Orgrimmar, but not so much on the Alliance. Actually, hold on a second. One of the long-running problems with the Alliance was that people were too whiny with the prettier characters, like the humans, the night elves, etc. So if more of those players went over to Final Fantasy, and all that's left is Horde side, you have people playing undeads, taurens, orcs, etc. That would make sense with regards to... Yeah. Do I want to spend all morning, 5:12 at the Geek House, waiting for a tank? So, let's see what we have here. A chill game, but a barely functional dungeon finder at pre-Shadowlands levels. Yeah, this is pretty sad. ESO could do better than this. But that's because the character builds in ESO are more fluid. So, you only really pick a role in order to create a group. People jinx the tank roll all the time to get an instant queue, but you know, you see my guy Shakadin style, he can toughen up, throw on some tank gear, and do all the tanking, even if the tank's not a tank. So, let's see. Plus, ESO's a different game. You mostly have to tank bosses. The trash mobs should be handleable by a semi-competent DPS. All this for a Lich King dungeon. Alright. We got an Underbog in. We had an Underbog run in. Well, that worked out at least. But that's the World of Warcraft of today. We try again during peak hours, or more peak hours, or something like that. See how much better the experience is. Not really focus on any real leveling or anything, although this guy gained a level from being useful like that. But see what it's like. Nearly empty Stormwind. Maybe I should level my Horde characters. I did see, you know, we did see activity in Orgrimmar. Hey, how about we do that? Well, no, I don't have anybody set up to go into a dungeon on the Horde side right now. I'd have to set up the bars and everything. But there you go. So let's get ourselves a nice little thumbnail here. Let's put Windy Beard on his griffin by the light of the moon. By the light of a loon. Let's grab ourselves a thumbnail here. See. Let's close out some things. Close LibreOffice Calc. Don't need that spreadsheet I had open from earlier is still open. Picasa. Grab a screeny for the for when it goes to YouTube. We can also set it up on Twitch, too. Boom. Did we get it? Yes, we did. We'll soup that up afterwards. So yeah, we had all this nonsense going on. We had all this nonsense going on with the, you know, everything that Blizzard's going through right now. The key thing to remember here, let's close the game down. The key thing to remember with everything that's going on is that there's a difference between the people and the products and stuff. And don't forget also, yes, there's people out there that are in a lot of there's people out there that need to be dealt with because of what they've done to the employees at Blizzard. But at the same time, there are also other people working at Blizzard, working on these products and services and whatnot, who are not related to any of this. So, fundamentally, people are going to do what they're going to do. I'd say that with this current setup with World of Warcraft right now, if you're looking for a chill WoW experience, now's the time to get it. Personally, I still prefer ESO over both World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy XIV. But just for old time's sake, maybe level through Burning Crusade Classic or something like that. You know, if I want a chill WoW experience, it's there. While all this is going on, this is going to be a strange, unintended consequence of everyone's outrage at Blizzard right now. And I intend on having some fun with it. And if I really want to play WoW with nobody around, old school Classic is like that nowadays. Because so many people have moved on to Burning Crusade Classic. Whatever. Time to get some sleep. It's been a long day and a long night. Till next time, this is MultimediaJay signing off. Thanks for stopping by.